Hey there, it's Evangeline here at etrailer. Today we have the Yakima SkinnyWarrior Cargo Basket. We're going to take a look at how it fits here on our 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. If you're looking for a way to carry some extra cargo on your Jeep, but you also want to carry around other accessories, this is going to be a great way to do so since it doesn't take up much space, but still provides a lot of cargo space. This is a great example of how much space we have left over on our roof rack to carry around other things. This basket is going to be 23 inches wide. So for example, here on our 65-inch long crossbar system, I have space for maybe 2 kayaks, definitely some roof bike racks. There's 44 inches left. I could even carry a small tent like the Thule Foothill tent. And this is a good example here on our Jeep of really maximizing that roof rack. And with this being a basket, it is very low profile without any cargo on. Obviously, once you start loading it up, that's when you start adding height to your Jeep. So currently, from our roof to the top of the basket, I have it at around 11 inches. If you have, let's say, a taller Jeep or a smaller garage, that's a measurement to keep in mind. This basket can also be expanded. So if you get the extension, you're then able to bring the basket further out. You can see right away here on our Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, it's definitely going to be a sure fit. Now, with that being said, a basket is going to be open, which means that your cargo is going to be exposed to the elements as well. So please invest in a good amount of straps at least to make sure everything is secured to your basket when you are driving down the road. An alternative to this would be to get an enclosed cargo carrier like a roof box if you really don't want your items rained on. This is going to be made of steel with a black powder coat finish. We've had this basket down here for a good amount of time. So while we have scratched it up, that black powder coat finish has held up pretty well. If you do scratch it up, I do recommend just going over it with a paint pen to make sure it maintains its rust resistance. Now, you can also see the clamp here and how it goes around our crossbar. Your Jeep, if you do have your roof rack gutter mounted, you can adjust your crossbar pretty much anywhere you want. So the good news is that here on our SkinnyWarrior, you can also adjust the clamps to match your crossbar system. You just have a clamp that goes around that bar and tightens down with these knobs, so no tools required. On the front of the basket as well as the back, you are going to have metal bars. So compared to some baskets where it's completely open in the back, this one you are kind of limited for loading your cargo on top of that metal bar. So for example, maybe you have a long ladder or lumber that's going to be sticking up or through the opening. The front is going to have a fairing. That fairing is removable if you want to, but the fairing is going to be helpful for making it less noisy on the road, but there definitely will be at least some sort of wind resistance because you have a large metal basket on top of your Jeep. While the Yakima SkinnyWarrior technically has a weight capacity of 165 pounds, a lot of people use this basket along with other accessories. So at that point, the most important measurement to know is the weight capacity of your roof rack system, because everything added together, you should make sure you're not exceeding whichever is the lowest factor. Usually it is the roof rack. So if you're loading up some kayaks, loading up a small tent, this is going to be a great way to also be able to load up some cargo. Double check those weights. Make sure you have enough straps. I highly recommend taking a look at the extension available for this basket, or you can get it as a full kit available here on our website. But today, this was a look at the Yakima SkinnyWarrior Roof Mounted Cargo Basket on our 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited.